All right, we're back. Um, we're doing the next video on this VM setup for PFSense. Um, so we've, just a little recap from the last video. We set up our management um, IP address, which is this. We set up our Kali Ubuntu Kali and Ubuntu. So my Kali Linux machine, my attacking machine, and the Ubuntu machine, the vulnerable, whatever we're gonna do with it, right? I'm gonna make it vulnerable. We're gonna hack it. Set that IP address, and we set up our Metasploitable. We're gonna hack that too. But we're gonna use it as something. I don't know, right? We're gonna put them all in the same. We're gonna put them on different VLNs, and then jump. Take advantage of one vulnerability to the next one. So it's just showing some networking stuff, right? So these are on separate networks. I mean, separate networks, separate IPs. I think what we want to do now is, if I can pull up my next steps. Oh, also, when I started it, um, so here's my little VM box manager. I'm gonna go ahead and open that bad boy, and then I started my PFSense, and it started up, so it's working. Right? Again, I don't want no WAN. Right? I don't want to do that. Right? So I'm gonna set up an internal virtual machine network and see how I put management LAN. That's great because I'm like, which one was my PSense, access, and there it is. I put it as management, and then it gave me my. I just typed that in up here. Boom. Now you have to set a username and password, and of course, I changed the username and password, right? Just for shits and giggles. It doesn't really matter unless you guys hack into my network somehow. But that's another story, right? You ain't gonna find anything of any value. I don't keep anything on this shit. Anyway, so we'll go to the next step. Sorry, so it's receiving supporting information. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna press it and see what happens. We'll do the next step. So I have this laid out from what I want to do and what ChatGPT is giving me some kind of like guidance, right? And that's what I've been following. And for the most part, it's worked okay, right? We've had to do some troubleshooting, but we're at where we want to be. And then I had to combine this with research, right? I have to research half of this stuff, so we're gonna have to research this stuff too. But I'm trying to make these videos a little bit over 30 minutes, all right? So let's do the next step. I have to get this set up. So, and I need to use my DHCPs. I need to give it a specific range, um, because it's more. What am I thinking? It's more realistic for like an OT environment or something like that, right? And the IP sit in the static IP, static DHCP range, and all that stuff, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Um, I'm on this next step, and it says 912. I'm a little bit late, but that's the way life is, right? So got it. Here's 68. That's tight. Click by click steps for PFSense plus the exact Kali checks. I don't know what the hell that means, but let's see what we're doing here. I forgot. So enable DHCP on both VLNs, option 1 and option 2. So it says log into PFSense. This is what we just did, right? And let's go to services DHCP server. So services, where's services? Right here. DHCP server. So we got to read this. ISC DHCP has reached end of life and will be removed in future versions of PASense. Okay, for this move, for here we're good then, I guess. I don't know. All right, so then it says, option 1 tab. check enable DHCP server on option 1 interface range, and then we're going to put this range. We're going to follow these ranges, and then we'll see if they're okay or not, right? So let's go to check enable DHCP on server option 1. So I think it's going to be this one. Is this server option 1? I want to see server option 1. Option 1. Well, I don't think it. So this one didn't move everything over. Let's see what option 1 is. So thinking this is 1, 2, 3. So let's go to my. Oh, here they go. Option 1, yep, and then option 2. So Kali and Ubuntu is option 1. It probably says it on here. So this is option 1. We want to do option 1, and it says check enable DHCP server on option 1 interface. Check enable DCP, enable DHCP server on Kali. Yeah, we want to do that. Enable. Okay, ranges, and then we got to set some ranges. So, back end. What the hell is this? Okay, so let's look at the ranges. Primary address pool subnet. Thank you. Close my door. Okay, so address pool range. Is that what we want to do? Probably additional pools. Okay, so let's set this range. It wants it 192.168.10.100 to 192.168.10.199. It says, okay, DNS servers, leave blank. Where's that at? DNS servers, leave blank. Leave blank to use pfSense, recommended. Gateway, leave blank because we're using pfSense. pfSense will hand out the 192.168.10.1. So save changes. So that looks good. So we're just entering the DHCP range. Right? Okay, DHCP server. So we're heading out there already. So where's the save? Right here? Has changed. The change must be applied. Okay, you got to always read this, right? The DHCP server configuration has changed. The changes must be applied for them to take effect. So apply changes. The changes have been applied successfully. Always read your prompts. What do I always say? I mean, it's gospel. Always read your prompts. Do I always read my prompts? I try to. Sometimes I don't, and then I end up just spinning my wheels for 30 minutes, and I don't know what the hell. I should have just read my prompt. Okay, so that's set up. Let's go to Metasploitable. Says the same thing. Enable the DHCP server on Metasploitable interface. Option 2. Ranges 192. So let's go down to our ranges right here. And let's go 192.168.20.100. Yeah, 10 and 20. Remember, that's what we're using. 192.168.20.199. And then it says the same thing. DNS gateway, leave blank. We're going to use the interface IP. And then we're going to save the changes. Well, let's save these. Save. The same prompt. Apply changes. Boom. Changes have been successfully made. All right. So now we're going to look at 7. Configure firewall rules to block VLN to VLN. Now this is important because we're we're doing this, we're setting this up as some kind of safety, right? But then we're gonna hack it. We're gonna figure out a way to still get through from VLN to VLN, because my whole goal of this is to get into once we get in the network, we want to get into a VLN, and we want to say, okay, there's nothing here or whatever, or we got something here. Now we want to go to another one, to another VLN. And if this is set up to block that, we need to bypass that somehow, right? So that's going to be the interesting part, or the cool part, right? But still allow internet, right? That makes sense because that's practical. There's a lot of places when you're on the network, whatever, even if it's secure stuff, you're still allowed to get on the internet. All right, configure firewall rules to block VLN to VLN traffic, but still okay. Do both option 1 and option 2. Order matters. Block first, then allow. Option 1. Let's look and see what we got to do. So, option 1 rules: blocks to VLN 20 and management. Then allows everything else. So let's go to option 1. That's going to be our Kali and Ubuntu. Let's go to firewall, right? Let's go to rules, and blocks to. Okay, so we want to option 1. We want to add. It says WAN. We want to go Kali Ubuntu, right? That's option 1. So we want to add. So add. Okay, we're going to add a firewall rule. So action block. So let's go to action. We want to block interface option 1. And that's the cat. We want to. Wait a minute. Are we in option 1? Yeah, interface option 1. And that's the Kali Ubuntu. Address family IP4. That's okay. Any protocol. So protocol. We want to block any protocol. So how the hell are we going to hack this? We're blocking all the protocols. Well, I don't know. We'll mess with it, I guess. I don't know. We'll have fun, right? So source option 1 net. So source Kali net subnets any address. So we want to do source. What did I do? I'm looking at the wrong one. Destination. Oh no, not that one. Anyways, protocol any source option 1 net address. Kali Ubuntu addresses. Kali Ubuntu subnets. I'm thinking it's subnets. All right, let's come back to that one. Let's just destination network. Network 192.168.20.0. I want to do this 24. Okay. I'm thinking it's subnet network. Okay, let's look up let's look forward and see what that says. To net. Let's check this out. I'm gonna go like this. Okay. So let me grab this. All right, so now we're doing the firewall rules. Okay, so we're down here. It is subnets, right? Because addresses is just um basically our static addresses, right? So we're gonna be doing the subnets. So it's the option one, Calibuntu subnets. Okay, the next step is destination network. I just entered that in. So destination network, that's what we want. That IP range, excuse me. Okay, description. Let's put block um, Kali Ubuntu um, VLAN 20. Okay. Save. The firewall rule configuration has been changed. The changes must take apply changes. Changes have been applied successfully. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. The firewall rules are now reloading in the background. Monitor the filter reload process. So we just added something in the firewall. Great. That's so we're learning a tremendous amount. If you want to set up your own little network and you want to use pfSense or whatever, it's a free firewall service. You can, right? You can use it. So, all right, let's go to another one. Let's do option two. So, okay. So we're gonna add another rule to top. Okay, so add to top. Okay, and we're gonna do action block. Right. Option one. That's option one. Net. Let me see. Action block source. Leaving this the same or what? TCP. Add another rule to top. Action block source. Um, subnet again. Network. Destination. Network. Uh, 192.168.99.0. That's not 0. 24. That's the description. Block. I'm going to keep the same block. Management. Did it save it? Nope. Okay. Let's add some allow rules. So I'm gonna add at the bottom action. So we're gonna pat the action is pass any source option one net. Am I supposed to be on? Okay, yeah, that works. Um, destination any. Okay. Description. Allow. Kelly Ubuntu. Internet. Not not VLNs. The changes have been successfully made. The firewall now reloaded the background monitor. And we put this on the last and below it. Okay. Apply changes. All right, let's go to option rule 2. So that's all set up. Firewall for that. Man, see, ChatGPT is a friend. Sometimes, well, he's a friend if you ChatGPT is a friend if you know somewhat what you're doing. Yeah, then you could be all right because then you'll figure things out yourself because it's not perfect, right? No rules are currently defined in this interface. All incoming connections on this interface will be blocked until past rules are added. Click the button to add a new rule. So let's do option 2. And we're going to do the mirror of option 1. So option 2, we're going to add on top. We're going to do action block. Source. Option 2 net. So option 2 is Metasploitable. So Metasploitable subnets. Okay. Destination. Network. And 192.168.10.0.24. Or do I name for it? Description. No, destination port. Oh, that's it. Description. Block. What is this? Metasplittable? Block Metasploitable. Wow, where the heck am I? Block Metasploitable. VLN 10. Save. Apply changes. been successfully applied. Okay. Add to the top. I'm gonna do block again. This should be any or TCP. Ah, man, see that's the thing. We need to figure that out. That might be because the first. Let's just finish and we'll come back to that. Don't forget about that though. So, uh, option 2 net source Metasploitable subnet. Destination network. Destination address 192.168.99.024. Description. Block. Metasploitable VLN 10. Well, no, I'm sorry. Management. Right? VLN 10, then management. Okay, save. Apply. Changes that were successfully made. Okay, let's do the allow rule. Add to the bottom. Pass. Protocol any. That's the one. So that's correct. So TCP is fine. It doesn't say to change it. So block protocol any. Source. Option 2 is metasploitable subnets. Destination any. Description allow. Nope. Allow metasploitable internet not VLNs. Save. Change that been successfully applied. Alright. So we set all that up. Hopefully we did it right. Alright, so I asked ChatGPT what the hell it meant. You know what's funny? I'm old, right? So I watched the first Willy Wonka, and there's a scene in there where they're trying to get like they're asking this robot or this computer. It's a huge computer, right? It's back in the 70s, and they're asking like these scientists are asking it, um, tell us where we can find the last golden ticket in these Wonka bars. They type it in, and then the computer's like, "Why would I tell you that? That would be cheating." And then the guy goes, "I'm now going to tell it why he wants to help me." And he goes, "You're going to have a life supply of chocolate if you help me." And then the computer types back, like, "What does a computer need with a lifetime supply of chocolate?" That's how I feel every time when I talk to ChatGPT. I feel like that scene in Willy Wonka where I'm talking to the computer and he's just giving me lip back and shit. Anyways, so I asked ChatGPT, give me some lip. I don't know if I believe him, but we're gonna do it. He wants me to put these as any, not TCP Pro. Well, it's yeah, because it's true, right? You know, you want these at. So let's start with the first one and make sure we have your yeah. So we want any on this. They all want to be any. Okay, and then we're gonna save it, apply it, and then we'll go to the next one. Right, any, save it, apply the next one, last one. That one's at any already, so it's okay. Fine, I don't want to press back button. We'll go to the Calibutton and we're gonna do the same thing. We want it at any so it can block anything, right? I've seen that one's at any already too. So these are at any. So we gotta change this. Anyways, it gave me some lip about it, but it was like, why should I help you? No, I'm just kidding. And I was like, I'm gonna tell you exactly why you should help me. I'm gonna share my good grades with you in school. And he was like, what the hell does ChatGPT need with good grades in school? Alright, I'm not funny. Alright, so here we go. So I drink too much coffee. Okay, clear. Now we need to clear the state so the new blocks take effect immediately. Okay, so let's run through that. All right, how long is this video already? Let me see. Oh man, there's no way for me to tell. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can finish up this last steps and then we're done. And then we'll do another video later. But as long as I got all this firewall set up, I've got the ranges, the DHCP ranges, the IP ranges, then I could start I mean, I was gonna say the cool stuff, but this is cool too, right? This is part of it. This is so fun to do too, right? You're setting up your IP ranges, you're setting up your DHCP ranges, you're setting up your static IPs and all this stuff, right? Your VLNs. You need to know how to do this, right? Because then when you're trying to traverse the network, you need to kind of understand how it works, right? Okay, so now, clear states, so the new blocks take effect immediately. So go to diagnostics. So where's diagnostics? Right here. And we want to go to states. And then we want to reset states right here. Check reset states. This one, reset the firewall state table. Resets, check reset states. Reset the firewall state table. Resetting the state table will remove all entries from the corresponding table. All open connections will be broken and we'll have to reestablish them. This may be necessary for making substantial changes to firewall or NAT rules, especially if there's an IP protocol mapping with open connections. The firewall will normally leave the states tables intact when changing rules. Note, resetting the firewall states table may cause the browser session to appear hung after clicking reset. Simply refresh the page to continue. Okay, read that, please. I don't even know if that's the one. Reset pfSense is stateful. Existing connections can persist until you clear them. So, click reset states. All right, here we go. Broke it. I broke it. Now it says to resetting the state firewall state table may cause the browser session to appear hung. That's what it's doing. After clicking reset, simply refresh the page to continue. Oh, where's my page refresh? How do I refresh? Home? Let's see what it wants me to go after I refresh it. Alright, let's just... Where the hell is my reset page? Just gonna go to home. Oh, hell no. La la da 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 da. Oh, I think that is the one. 991. Just log me right back in there. Okay. Oh, there's a refresh right there. All right. Okay. Now that's cool. So we set that all up. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and see the next step. Okay, so all right, now we're gonna test the isolation with NetDiscover Nmap from Kali on VLN10 on Kali. Should have the 92X via okay. So let's go. Let's open my Kali. Might have to configure my Kali, right? Well, my Kali Linux should be configured. Did I configure that? Yeah. Let's see. So now there's my tech box. Oh man, we're gonna have to troubleshoot this for a second. Good. I thought I changed the damn password. Um, let this start up real quick. I think I pretty much. I don't know if I have this on the same network. I might have to configure this virtual machine, put it on the network and stuff. But let's see. I was looking for some information right there. Let's run a. Ah man, I gotta fix it. Let's run a. Of course it did. Let's run a. So, excuse me.
Well, thanks for listening to the show, folks. Thanks for putting up with my ranting and raving today.
Oh man, here.
Just don't follow them, folks. Don't do anything they tell you because none of
Let
us
me
do.
see.
Causing all sorts of problems. Surely leave them. Don't go and find them. Aussie police officers, wake up to your
Let's see if it can
senses.
find. Okay, so it's scanning these ranges.
All the
Let's see if it can find. If I have it on the same network, I might have to configure it. I don't know
just quit.
if I have this
Don't think
configured.
it's a fake. You're going out and raping the world for the sake of criminal banksters. Stop doing it. Start to realise the connection you have to everybody and everything else. There's no reason for you to go to fucking
All
countries
right, yeah.
What the hell are you doing? You're doing what the banks and cunts are telling you to do.
Okay, so that's not pulling anything, which the firewall should not be allowing it. But let's look at.
Settings only. The fast lane.
Nice. Let's look at the. Okay, let's confirm the gateway.
Course.
So IPADDR show. I don't know if this is IP route grep. Oh hell no. Grip, and it's just telling me to do this. I'm not. I'm literally doing what it's telling me to do. So it's giving me a home address. What is this? So I have to configure this, I think. I just configured it, didn't I? In the firewall. It was, oh no, options. All right, let's see if I can.
Nothing they tell you is true. You need to wake up yourself, and you need to start understanding
Pseudonet discover
everything is just confirmation.
R.
Everything you understand, we don't have the ultimate answer. Hackers have been very good
Really?
at exploiting flaws
God,
because
I
they
fucking hate this
understand
numbs lock right
human
here, man.
beings.
Oh, come on. Where was I? That's not what I'm trying to do. Damn it. All right, let's see what I get. So I shouldn't get anything, right? Because that's what I set up.
Well, thanks for
Let's
listening to
do
the
another
show,
one.
folks. This has
And I
been
forgot how to do that
Crypto
stupid thing
Talk
shortcut. But
with
anyways,
Ed. If
I'm
you
not getting anything. So that, I mean, I guess the firewall's working. Let's go
don't have the swine flu
prove the
vaccine,
firewall
it's
block at
okay.
layer
Just be
3 with
careful.
Nmap ping scan. So
As
sudo
doctors are saying,
Nmap.
pay
I'm
yourself
gonna run
first.
an Nmap scan.
Don't go and fight
Let me
against
do
this. All these
SN
advertisers, wake up to yourselves. This is not your life. This is your life. All the people in the
192.168.20.0.
military, just quit. Every one of you, just quit. All the wars are fake. You're going out and raping the world for the
Yeah,
sake
so
of criminal
it should
banksters.
show it as down
Started realizing the connection you have to everybody
and
in the
failed to
world.
determine the route.
There's no reason for you to go to foreign countries and kill people. What
Did I
kind of
do that
dumbass
right
shit
IP?
do you
Yep.
think you're doing? I'm telling you to do. And what are they doing to you while you're there? They're testing
Failed
experiments
to determine
on
route.
you with a fast rate of unemployed
No
and
targets were specified, so zero host scan.
guess what? That's the military science.
I don't think I have this configured. Uh, Same thing, right? All right, let's do some pings. Everybody loves pings. Yeah, I got no connection.
Nothing they tell you is true. You need to wake up to yourself and you need to start understanding your connection to each other. That's how we fix the problems, folks. We stand up and we do the right thing.
All right,
We don't take no
this
for
is
an
up.
answer.
I gotta configure this. So,
Well, I guess I can grab a little bit more water.
I'm gonna shut this down. I think I'm gonna call it quits on that. So I set up the firewall rules. I just now I gotta configure. I think in the next video I gotta configure my Kali Linux or something. So, because it's not even reaching the internet, so I might have to restart it or something. Maybe that's the problem. Let me restart it. But anyways, we'll figure that out in the next video. Okay, that was Hack the File. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Have fun.